It says I'm live. Am I live? It looks like it. Looks like I'm going 5 seconds. Yes. Yep. YouTube always throws that wrench in the works. It says you're live. And I don't know. Can you hear the airplanes outside my window? Great start. It's a loud airplane. Oh, looks like I got camera adjustments to do too. Hang on. Sorry, everybody. Should have done some kind of test beforehand, huh? Let's see. Better? Maybe better? Okay. There we go. So I swear I saw somebody in the room with us, and they're gone now. I chased them away. Okay. Does that look okay, everyone? You can tell me later in the comments below. So, if you were here for my Saturday edition, yes, I am still working on page 6. Yikes. I said there'd be something wrong if I was still working on page 6. So, yeah, Sunday was pretty stormy here. And I don't know. I just didn't get much done. It was just too stormy and kind of cool. And I don't know. It just felt like a hot chocolate soup day. Not really an arts day. So, yep. I left off, I think, with the mall. You probably can't see this too well on Saturday. There it is. So I did some more detail work, cleaned up some of the signage above the doors, scanned it in, turned it blue, and I've been inking yesterday and today when I have some time. It's a little tricky because as most of you who regularly follow me know, I have a job, so I work for a living. So I draw for, well, right now, kind of a hobby. But hey, maybe we can turn that into something more if you guys help me out. So I have a Patreon. This is being live broadcast on the Patreon. Well, it's supposed to be. I'm looking over my Patreon page. I don't see it on my Patreon page, but it should be there. And of course, I'm here. And I'm going to do a few of these specifically for Patreon. So right now I'm doing them public, and we're going to see where this takes us. I have, me, see where it takes me. Who's we? Me, myself, and I, maybe. I have just a basic sheet of paper today. I'm going to actually draw out a tease for a new project. I've been doing Raising Cain for about a year and a half, a little more than a year and a half now. And it's not quite as popular as I would have hoped. I don't know if it's the story, the pace of the story. I started as kind of an online deal, so the pacing was probably a little slower than most people might want to read. It's something I might consider to re-edit some of the pages and issues. Number 3 made it to Indie Planet finally, and you can read up to number 7 on Patreon. Well, into 7. We're working on 7 now. Page 6, obviously, you saw there a moment ago. And so this is a tease for another project I want to do. This one's kind of, I guess you could call it a vanity project. I can't make any money off it because it's a licensed property, but it might be kind of fun for fan art. So we'll start this off. Here I go. Pencil to paper after what do they call it? What are the old timies? They call it yawing your ear off? Jawing your ear off? I don't know. Let me see if I can get you to guess what this is. I probably just have to draw a little bit. And I'm sure people will probably guess it right away. Right now I'm just kind of sketching it out so you can see. Oh my gosh, I can't draw a straight line. Okay, well, there we go. Nobody in chat? Yes, I have a really bad habit. Oh, this is terrible. This is what happens after a day of typing. I really have a bad habit of setting these up and then sort of forgetting to advertise them. So I didn't put the ads for this until yesterday. So hopefully I'll get some more people to join me. If not, this will be just a fun hour of me talking to myself. Okay, if a lot of you haven't guessed yet, I'll give you a short time more to kind of figure it out. I will tell you this. Hundreds of artists have messed this up over the years. It's become such an annoyance when you open up a comic book in a comic book shop and you see them draw this and it looks like crap. And I mean pro artists. I mean, I'm not talking about me who's like a, who's doing this for me and you. And I'm sure you've guessed by now what it is, but it's not exactly what you think even still. So actually make that go out a little bit more. There we go. This is definitely a Star Trek thing. It's from, excuse me. It's going to be actually from the motion picture era. I don't have a name for the ship yet. But I do know, whoa, I cannot have it that close to the edge. It's got to be farther back. But I'll mess with that a little bit more a little bit later. You're just making it narrower would do the trick. Yeah, we're going to redo that in a minute. So as some of you who know me learned early on when I was doing the early days of Raising Cain, I did a Star Trek comic book when I was in high school. And for those of you that know me that don't know anything about me, I was in high school between, actually it's going to be a curve here, between Star Trek 2 and Star Trek 3 in the theater. Star Trek 4 would have been, I think I'm actually off balance here a little bit. Star Trek 4 would have been when I was out of high school. Did I say college a minute ago? Oh, geez, I don't know what I said. I'm drawing. I can't be held responsible for my words. So anyway, I still feel I'm getting way too close to the front edge here, but I might just drop that and leave it. Okay, I'm just going to drop that. We'll get back to it. Let's use my little eraser thing here. So this project is based on the prologue for the actual comic I did then. So it'll literally be a prologue story. The ship captain in that, hang on, I gotta line this up here. I don't think it's an optical illusion. Looks like it's fairly lined up. I should probably give this a little more tail end back there. Yeah, that probably looks a little better. Yeah, so at the beginning of the comic series, there was a prologue to an event that occurred before the series, where the captain and his crew crewed a scout, and there was some kind of incident, and the ship was lost, and they got their new ship for that comic. So I mentioned this is the motion picture era. So this is like an old TV series style Scout, and just kind of do a head here, and ooh, big shoulders. No, too big on the shoulders. And I was saying something about the comic there, and I lost my train of thought. But I did it when I was a teenager, so the stories weren't that great. The art was actually pretty decent, but the stories weren't that. I mean, the stories weren't that great. Some parts of this I can't say much about because if I do this as a project, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. The captain is a kind of a young captain. Belly full of fire, so to speak. In homage to the 80s when I first drew this. Yep. Just a reminder of how old I am. Actually, ears are funky. Did you know that ears are like fingerprints? No two ears are exactly alike. If you didn't know that, then, well, you know, something new that you learned today. Because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to educate, right? You come here for some reason. All right, so this character, though, as I started to say, in homage to the 80s, he is going to have long hair. Because long hair was still kind of a thing. After the 70s, people thought, like, oh, everybody got short hair. But no. Long hair was really a thing. Mullets? Oh, yeah, mullets are from the 80s, remember? He doesn't have a mullet. Ooh. But what am I going to do about this hair? It can't be, like, too unwieldy. It's still got to be kind of, like, Starfleet approved, if you know what I mean. Any kind of... I almost said military, but Starfleet's actually not completely military. It's sort of like exploration and but yeah, they do have military. Well, when Gene Roddenberry first did Star Trek, it was military-esque. The terminology they used. I don't know. Did you hear that? Sound like somebody broke a window. That was a weird sound. There's some construction going on, but I don't hear them banging their hammers right now. Yeah, I've gone off on a couple of tangents since I started talking. Ooh, I got somebody here. Welcome. Different color than what was seen in the Star Treks 2 and 3. Those turtlenecks must have been really uncomfortable for the performers. I don't know. Maybe they're cotton, but they look like wool to me. I forgot what the captain's emblem is here. I have to think about that for a minute. I think it was a chain of something like a... I'll have to research that before I go too much farther. But speaking before I go too much farther, before I do this, this is going to be one of those movie poster type of deals where I'm going to actually have a whole cast of the characters here. So it was actually a pretty big ensemble when I created this back in the 80s. And if you're here, feel free to say hello. I would love to hear from you. Just sketching the cover. I almost called it a cover, but sketching the teaser for this project I'm probably going to undertake pretty soon. Even back then, I mean, today it's kind of fairly common. I think there's a lot more strong female characters in shows and movies, but I had a lot of strong female characters in this comic that I drew back then. First officer is a whoopsie. I think I'm going to go down, make her kind of, yeah, that's better. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, so the bridge crew was easily half female. I think I'll give her kind of a typical comic book nose. Oh, what hair should I give her? Ooh, gosh, I don't know what hair I should give her. Okay. Yeah, once again, oh my gosh. You know, when I was a kid, I used to have these things kind of memorized, you know, like the insignias and stuff like that. I totally can't remember what a commander would be. Oof, question mark. No, I'm not going to leave her bald. But her hair will probably be up. Let's give her a side. Side part for the bangs. Yeah, this looks pretty good. And then she has it. Oh, what do they call that? French twist? I can't remember what they call it. If anybody knows, put it in chat. French curl, French twist. I don't know. That you do it behind the head. So it's not a bun because it's not round. It's kind of goes down the back of the head. Yeah, she's got some kind of like, oh my gosh, really messy looking, but I can work with that. Okay. What's the collar? All right. Oh, that's right. Something about the captain. I totally forgot. Remember I said, well, a while ago, he's got long hair. So Starfleet regs, he's going to keep it in a ponytail. Can't have it go flying everywhere. It makes him look like a pirate. The pirate captain. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me do the next person. Oh, she's got her. Now, by the movie era, they were actual medallions. So I gotta make that look a little 3D there. Okay. All right. Who's next? Yeah. I'm probably gonna keep coming back to this. Well, you know what I should do? Silly me. I should pull out my French curves. I see people use these things. Oh, it's magical. I just wish I could use it that well. You know what? Giant French curves. Oh, I don't like that so far. Yeah, not too bad. I'm a little straight on that line there. So do the same the other side. Oh, look at that. A lot of static in the air. This is like totally being held in place. Look at that. This surface is not flat. This is at an angle. I don't know if you can, well, you can kind of tell on the camera, but yeah, it's not a flat surface. But after the rainstorm we had on Sunday, we had a lot of humidity in the air. And my window's open right now because it gets stuffy. Okay, looking pretty good. I have to make space for my camera mount here because I got a camera mount. Oops, I don't like that angle. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Oops. Just hanging on to the table. Yeah. Try not to catch my wire here either. Like I am. Let's see. It was about here. All right. Start with this edge. About there. Oops, no, I think I'll wait inside there. That's the trouble with me trying to accommodate my wire here, is because I could knock the camera loose from the stand. So I'm doing this at odd angles, so now I'm like not following the course of the top line there. I think it was around here, right? I think I straightened out a bit. Right about there. And we got a little curvier at the end. All right, how's that look? Not bad. Going back to something I said earlier is, thanks, I appreciate that. Oh, enjoy your dinner. Talk to you later. Thanks, Charles. As I started to say earlier, was artists always like mess up the ships in comic books. And so I think a lot of them really could have used the French curve to make their ship look a little better. Honestly. You know what? I'm going to see straight line. Actually, I erased my my center line here because I had a center line going across here, a center line going across there. So down from the center here would have been over here. No, that's pretty close. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Okay. Next person. Like I said, the actual crew was a pretty big ensemble. The bridge crew had this alien science officer who I gotta fit here somewhere. I have, oh, you know what? Let's do Vulcan Doctor. Yes, a Vulcan Doctor. In the preliminaries, I'm jotting down now. The Vulcan Doctor is actually going to have horrible bedside manner because they're Vulcan. You know, they're going to tell you matter of factly what's going on, and that may not always settle well with somebody. Ooh, okay, Vulcan. Let's see. Give me a female doctor. Let me do the head outline first. Okay. She looks too mad. Actually, that's better. I'm not sure what kind of nose I'm going to give her just yet. she's going to look, for that matter. She'll probably have a pretty typical sort of like a functional haircut, not a stylish haircut. I really hated what they did, especially like first season of Enterprise. They tried to give to Paul that Spock haircut, which was horrible. But she had her real hair actually tucked up underneath the wig, and that just made her hair look, I don't know, bulby. Y'all remember that? Yep. There we go. Make it there. There. It's not like you can actually hide Vulcan's ears very easily. But it makes you wonder, did they ever have a time in their history where they tried to cover their ears? Did they have beehives? Where's she going to be looking? Ooh, so it looks like she's looking a little bit too much at us. I'll have to change that later, but I do like the eyes so far. Now, gosh, what am I going to do for the inside of her ear? I don't know. Okay. I almost forgot. I used to have those pointy sideburns in the old Star Treks. She is not going to have quite the same uniform, not because she's on loan from the Science Academy or whatever, but in the story I have a tongue-in-cheek moment. I can't decide whether it's going to be a kind of a cruel practical joke or something legitimate. But when we first meet her, she will have an old style uniform. Those really awkward old ones that kind of had the funny collar. Yeah. Ooh, I truly do not know what to do with her hair. I think I want to make it long. Might change my mind later. Kind of looks good, actually. I guess would make sense that she would still have the the medical. She'd still have the physical badge. Oh, here I am, 35 minutes into the live stream, and I just realized these are the belt badges. Guess I should have done some refresher research before I started this. Yeah, the badges on the uniforms had the cross thing, the like bars behind it, not a circle. But you know what? Every ship has sort of had their own thing. Why not this? Let's say this is it. Yeah, remember the old series? They all had like even different emblems on their badges. Okay. Yeah, those collars were black. There we go. Like I said, that's probably won't stay that way. She'll get a regular uniform at some point, but when we first meet her, she's going to have that on, which is going to be hopefully a humorous scene. Okay. Got to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of the space here. So up top, I will eventually put a title. I'll probably take something in Illustrator. When I scan this in, I'll probably put something from Illustrator in here and probably have some kind of a little screen here. We have some kind of subheader, like prologue. Okay. Yeah, let's see. I think I'm going to do... I'll stay high. I'll try to do this logically if I can, because if I start going all over the place, I'll end up like smudging more of my penciling. I started smudging a little bit here all over the ship. I should use my little palm sheet. So let's see, who's next? Let me put up the engineer here. Big chin guy. My pencil lead's acting weird. Sometimes I think it's empty because it's giving me these really light lines. But you know, sometimes pencil leads, they get a hard spot in them. It's kind of weird. That seems to be happening with this lead right here. His original name escapes me at the moment. The original name I had for him in the comic I did back in the 80s. I was thinking about renaming him Ringstorff after that street near us. Which, Ringstorff probably means something, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head. Ooh, we got him looking up. Nice. There we go. And if I was smart, I should probably give them a focus to something to look at, but I don't know. Give him kind of big eyes. That's a little weird. I should probably shrink those eyes up a little bit. Now he just looks evil. I'll have to work on that a little bit later. Make him look a little less evil. He's not very evil. Okay. He's got one of those suits on, like Scotty had through pretty much all the movies. Always made me wonder why they kept putting like these radiation style suits on their engineers at that point, when in every TV show the engineer is just wearing a regular uniform. It doesn't seem like it would be too hard to put on a hazard suit if something went wrong. You know, kind of give them like a regular looking fro here. I'm not sure if I want to go with a different kind of fro or what. I'll have to play that by ear. This is the first time I've drawn some of these people in years and years and years. Okay, that's the chief engineer. This is cool and not so cool at the same time that my paper is so stuck to the there, see? If I pick up the bottom, it slides right off the table. But nothing. Yeah, like I said, cool and not cool all at the same time. All right. Now that I just said I got these twins on the ship. I don't know if it's so interesting or not. That may be something I cut from the story later. You know, in real life, you don't put siblings on the same ship in case some kind of disaster happens. And there was some kind of offbeat story where their names were so similar that there was essentially a typo in the their records, and they kept getting whatever one would get, the other would get. So I was thinking about putting the twins here, but I'm not sure. It'd be kind of fun to face them together. But like I said, that might be too gimmicky. I might give that up in the story. Okay, this guy here, he's going to be the helmsman. I don't know what I want to do with his face. He had a mustache in the old comic. I'll probably give him his mustache back. Mustaches are in, right? I have a couple friends who have cool mustaches. One of them had he was rocking kind of a porn star mustache a few years ago. Excuse me. A frog in my throat. And that drink of water didn't take it out. Forgive me if I cough again. Oof. Do I want to give him... I might actually give him an 80s down the middle haircut. Because technically, this story will be in 2380 something. So why not an 80s haircut, right? Which means that I gotta feather it. Feathering. I'm probably not going to keep the little mullet bit back here. No, I probably won't. There's only so much 80s you can take, right? Oh, just realized I'm giving you all like a big view of my thumb there. Sorry. This guy, I got a lot of story to write on this guy because he's command material, he's command age, but he's not in command. Why isn't he in command? I gotta come up with something for that. Not exactly sure what yet. Probably the stereotypical, he had some kind of thing happen in his career that put him back a few years. Oh, no, I'm looking at the twins. Yeah, that might seem a little creepy, looking down at the twins. If I leave the twins there. Actually, I probably will. I'll probably put them there. If I take them out of the story later, that's okay. This is, like I said, promotional. This is not a cover. There we go. Whoa. That's like that his right eye, our left. That's a lot of attitude to it, doesn't it? Maybe I'm starting to see why he's not a captain, because maybe he's got so much attitude. Okay, there is a cookie duster. That may be a bit much. Oh, again with the commander insignia. Oops. You know what? I think commander. There's 2 of these, if memory serves me right. Lieutenant was one of those. I think Commander was 2 of those. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. So can't forget his insignia. The command insignia. And there we go. Yeah. My original incarnation of the alien, I say alien, it's not supposed to be offensive nowadays. He actually looked more like a Muppet. Kind of funny. But he was kind of a lizard. I should actually look up. More Zindi races, because Zindi stuff came after I did my original comic, of course. But his race is all but died out. And yes, he will wear a uniform. So why would an alien lizard guy be naked? I probably should put him a little higher. Dang it. In the original comic, he just had 2 arms, 2 legs. In this one, I actually might make him a little more. I'm going to leave him simple right now because I want to kind of revisit him. He was actually a pretty simple character in my old comic. In fact, I didn't even know how to write for him because I was a teenager. And so he didn't have a whole lot to do. But no, he's a science officer and pretty good at it. And maybe he'll have a forked tongue too. I don't know. Okay, yeah, I may redraw him a little bit higher. I'm going to leave him simple right now. All right, actually at 54 minutes. I've got most of the crew here. So what's going to happen is, yes, there's going to be a title up here. Oh, something. The old comic used to be The Exploits of the Corvus. The Corvus was the name of the ship. It was a Miranda class ship. So this would have the same title, but this would be a prologue. Or rather, maybe a prologue something. So, yeah, this would take them through their first tour on this ship. Oh, this is fun. So if I do twins, sort of have to look alike, right? Let's see how good I do with that. So far, I think I will give them buns. I'm going to give them simple faces right now because we're, like I said, we're down to our last few minutes of the live stream. I'm thinking about making this a Tuesday night thing. Couple of the bits of feedback I got from people was I was competing with football when I was doing it on other nights because I actually did a Monday night and I did a Sunday. And then I did that impromptu Saturday, which is what I guess would be college ball. More like that. I think I missed, actually should be a little higher. Okay, I'm not making them Asian on purpose, but they kind of look Asian. And then all of a sudden my brain goes back to, which one was it? Austin Powers, the third one on his bucket list. You want to do Asian twins? Well, actually, it's kind of cool. Maybe I'll keep them Asian. Why the heck not? In that case, got the rounded nose. Might do more of the those are terrible mouths, but I know I'm running into the end of the stream here. Yeah, I'll have them look at one another. How about that? Okay. Next week, I do not know what I'll do. Maybe I'll go show you, do some more on the Raising Cain, not that specific page, because I better be done with that page by next week. I've been wanting to do some more one-off picks. I've been trying to do this Spider-Woman recently, and I just, for the life of me, cannot get a pose that I like with that Spider-Woman. It's actually kind of funny looking. I'm not sure if they're winning me over or not. But there they are, the twins, or at least a basic form of the twins. And wouldn't that be hilarious? The only way to tell them apart is they part their hair in the opposite directions. Ay, ay, ay. Try to give them long sideburns. Okay. I think that's it. 59 minutes, 50 seconds. Hey, not bad. I got the preliminaries of well, their eyes aren't exactly alike, are they? There we go. A little better. Preliminaries of a teaser. It's actually looking pretty good. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Paste it over here. I got a blank spot there. I think I have one more bridge person I should put in. I'll probably put that person there. Oh, a bad guy. I didn't think of a bad guy. Dang it. Should be a bad guy somewhere. But then I was actually thinking about, I don't know how this would turn out, but since this is based off their, this is a prologue to their other story with the Miranda class. Maybe have a Miranda class kind of sitting around here in the background, but I don't know. Maybe too gimmicky. We'll see. So anyway, thank you. Thanks to Charles for coming by and saying hi. If he comes back to watch the rest of this later, that's awesome. Thanks to everybody else who is going to come and watch later. And please subscribe. I would love to turn this into a regular thing. I would love to get my art going as sort of a career type path. And one of the ways to do that is for me to, start doing this full time. The only way for me to do this full time is I make money off of it. So please subscribe. At some point, maybe I can get this monetized. And I also have Patreon. I post the Raising Cain a couple times a week-ish. We've been a little bit slow recently. Anton, who colors my work, has been doing some college stuff. I've been kind of, honestly, like I started this vlog out, I was saying that I've been kind of slowing down myself because I've been doing it for a year and a half. And I just might want to kind of branch out and try new things. This is a for fun project. Obviously, I can't make money off this, but it's a for fun project, and it might help me get more eyes to look in this work I'm doing. So help me out. I would love it. Thanks. I appreciate it. Raising Cain. We got some stuff for sale at Redbubble, and I'm reaching for one of my cards. I always seem to end these vlogs with one of my cards. Raising Cain. So indieplanet.com/D.Harden Art. I am selling comic books there. The first 3 issues of Raising Cain are up. I think that's actually new from the last video I did. The third one finally went online. Patreon I mentioned before. Redbubble. There we go. And Instagram. Check me out on Instagram. And raisingcaincomic@gmail.com. If you want to send me fan art, I'd appreciate that. I'd like that. That'd be kind of cool to kind of showcase people's stuff and see what we got. Thank you. Take care, everybody. Until next time. And just as I started this video, I can't seem to get it to end. Always technical problems. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye.